supposed to be a beacon of hope for vulnerable young people and a place of redemption for ex-gang members.
The church is on a mission to save troubled young people.
Gang members, the victims of knife crime, and their families are being offered safe houses.
But this once pioneering church, hailed by politicians and the media for its positive role in the lives of young black people and former gang members, is accused of betraying its congregation. Spac Nation, headed by enigmatic leader Pastor Toby Adegboyega, has created the conditions for fraudsters to flourish, who target young black people from poor areas.
He just wants kids because they're easy to manipulate. Because most of them he's targeting is kids that's grown up in broken homes.
Some of its pastors have pressured teenagers and young people into thousands of pounds worth of debt by taking out loans in their names.
There's people now who are in 10K plus debt.
While they put on an extravagant show of wealth to attract even more youngsters to join.
Money? Jesus!
We know that the people that they're trying to reach are trying to live that lifestyle.
Relationships with Number 10, the government and cabinet ministers have helped the church's positive reputation remain intact.
For London in 2020.
While Spac Nation deny these allegations, our report looks into these practices and questions what's next for Spac Nation and its thousands of young members.
So I pretty much just stood pretty much in awe, I'd say, for lack of a better word, of just the whole atmosphere.
This is Toye. She joined Spac Nation in 2018, needing a fresh start from her previous church.
I was actually looking for help or some kind of support.
Soon after joining, she was approached by a well-known figure in the church with an investment opportunity. But he said it would require Toye to take out a loan. While initially intrigued, Toye then began to feel like something wasn't right, as told in a previous interview.
He began to sort of guide me to tell little white lies on the application. But I'd question, I'd be like, why am I putting that in? Like, I don't earn that much. And he'd just be like, oh, no, don't worry. We just want to try and make sure we get how much we need.
But this isn't the only way that pastors would get members to part with their money. They have also used their influence to pressure members into donating large sums of money known as seed offerings.
So a lot of times when he's preaching, he'll preach about the seed. When he's doing that, what is happening is he's asking people to give so they can help the community.
This is Kojo, a Christian vlogger who has previously raised concerns about Spac Nation's practices. He says Pastor Toby positions seed as a show of faith and an investment that would be rewarded later down the line.
And then people who are vulnerable then go out, put their name on to get a loan out, to then pay the seed, because their mindset is, I pay the seed, I will get a return.
But when it becomes seed time, everyone's worried about money.
This is TK, once a prominent member of Spac Nation who was part of its in-house gospel drill group, the Hope Dealers. He joined after spending time in jail for a firearms offence, but left after a public fallout with lead pastor Toby. He saw firsthand the pressure members felt to raise their seed.
Even if you give £50, the way they will look at you, you won't even feel like to give £50. You feel like you have to give more. They'll feel like they're competing. Because a guy's earning 3K a month, and then the only way to compete with that is to take out a loan.
But the pastors were allegedly using this money to fund their own lavish lifestyles. Lifestyles that would prove particularly useful at recruiting new members from black communities in poorer areas of London.
They'll go to places like Morley's, Little Estates, and that's where they can perform with their cars.
You've got big cars, you've got the nice clothing, nothing wrong with it. But when it's flaunted, what you're actually saying is this is the lifestyle that we live, right? And we know that the people that they're trying to reach are trying to live that lifestyle.
Especially these young kids, that's why this guy loves kids. He will say over 25, it's too late for you. He just wants kids because they're easy to manipulate.
With these allegations against Spac Nation coming to light, what's next for the church and its thousands of members? Many of them are former gang members from troubled backgrounds who have already had their trust abused many times before.
A lot of this also from male perspective is pride. So if now they gave up their pride to lay the knives down and come to a church and then realize the church did to them dirty, They are going, Pride is going to kick up again.
If Spac Nation goes under, we're going to have a lot of lonely people. If they cannot get back into the walls of their family, their bloodline that they've neglected, they won't know what to do with their lives.
They can't see another way out. And that's where I'm fearful of. If you thought knife crime will be bad, I can see it being worse because there's no out for them.